still very bright. Holy shit. Hello, people. We gotta be centered. Let's go centered. You go right here and I go right. That's hello, reporting here from Musik Produktiv in Ibbenbüren. This is Moritz and Henning Pauli. Exactly, that's one. Well, we talked about guitars and amps, the Chinese market.
Just
nerd shit. And here we are now at Musik Produktiv in Ibbenbüren. Outside in the tent, people are setting up pedals and a couple more pedals and then more pedals. And as you can see,
you forgot pedals.
Pedals, also pedals. I'm sorry, pedals. And we've already talked about the Lele guys about a new switch. We talked with Dennis about pedal boards. Dennis Schock, he's the lead guitar guy here. We talked with the guy from Electro Harmonics about syncing tremolos, which you know is a pet peeve of mine. So we've been nerding out like crazy, and I'm thinking it's probably not gonna stop for 2 days straight. No, probably not. We're gonna talk pedals and cables and power supplies and why guitars should have 6 strings and no more than that. And let the shitstorm begin. So here we are in the guitar department of Musik Produktiv. That is very German. With a K, I think. Musik. It's not music productive, it's Musik Produktiv. And we're gonna walk around and show you the beautiful guitar department of this beautiful store.
Yes.
Yeah, we're pretty happy here, aren't we? We could spend a while here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're gonna.
Dream come true.
Do you wanna just push this thing and move? I like to move it. So here we got pedals. Which do we really need to see that? It's a shitload of pedals, guys. It says, you can't really. So. So, loads of pedals, and it says, which is really cute, if this is not enough, you can't read that, stay here. If this is not enough, there's 1,100 other pedals. So, of course it's not enough. That's like a good 300-400 pedals here, plus 1,100. That's not enough. That's a basic board. Come on. Back there, follow. Can you turn with me? Back there's people that know their stuff about pedals and guitars and strings and I don't know things. G-strings. They probably have G-strings. They're not wearing them. They're selling them. And
Very cool.
And you can get Fender. We don't want that. I'm sorry. Oh come on, this is cute. Huh? Little pink Fender thing for me. Now I've moved it. Now I have to. How do you fold this? I'm working on it. Come on.
Perfect.
I don't know how to do it because I'm not a 12-year-old girl. So move with me. Here we have, I'm gonna say the less expensive corner. We have Fender Mustangs. Can you hear me? Fender Mustangs. I can see the Vox AV30. And just as I mentioned the AV30, I feel cha-ching because Vox just wired me $5. No, they didn't. So that's the AV30. And here's the 100-watt version of the probably VT100X. We have Marshall. And
your favorite brand.
Here we have got some, look, we got some Flaky Flake, sparkly 80s-y black hardware-y Squire for $229. Here's pedalboardy goodness. There's pedal trains. There's a Schmidt-Array board. Here's one of those weird boards. I don't know what they're called. Weird body boards. They are this company. I don't know what they're called. It doesn't say that. Well, kind of cool. Wait, maybe it says it right here. It says Temple Audio. Where are you going? Temple Audio. Have you seen this thing here, right here? The guitar department where they fix things? No, if you're too lazy to actually put your own strings on your guitar, or you're a newbie and you don't know how to do it, these guys know how to do it. You know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are they red?
What?
Are they red? Sind die rot? Die Seiten sehen rot aus.
Ja, das ist Bronze, ne?
Ah, it's bronze. That's why it's red. So yeah, they have in the guitar department they have built in a guitar fixie station. That's what it's called. That's the technical term, guitar fixie station. Very neat. It's kind of a nice place to work. You know, if you like to, touch wood all day. We're gonna move past this long-haired man here and go this way.
Henning's favorite guitars.
And here we are in heaven, if you like Gibson. If you don't like Gibson, we are not in heaven. We are just in a place with guitars. Well, we all know I'm not the biggest fan of the Gibson because simply the manufacturing methods are lacking in quality, and the way they treat their employees, there have been things in the press which I'm not happy about, and they simply now base their prices on their heritage, on the history. They're saying, these guitars used to be great, so still pay the money for it. And that's not fair. I've had students with Epiphones that had dead spots, that had you bend the string up and then it's gone, where two frets sound the same. I mean, come on a guitar for $400, $500, that shouldn't happen. I haven't had a single Harley Benton where that happens. But you can find good ones. Let's look at this puppy here, for example. You just, with Gibson and Epiphone, you have to look. You can't just buy anything. This is $559. I really like the color. It's got the Pro Bucker Pro Vintage humbucking pickups and coil tap.
Still
With
5.
coil tap, which is nice.
For an Epiphone, that's...
I mean, yeah, it's $559. That's definitely, it says handcrafted in China. A Chinese guitar, $559. Well, why not? I mean, it might be, well, who knows? It might be good. Might not. I don't know. I'll be right back. I'm going to go down here for a second. No, it definitely needs a better setup because that action is not anything that I'm comfortable with. And frankly, no. Sorry. If it's set up better, could be a decent guitar. But if this is how it comes from the factory, you guys need to get your shit together. I love the wallpaper though. I love the wallpaper. Love the wallpaper. Here we have guitars. If you're into the rock and roll, you can absolutely play an Explorer. But of course, if you're into the I don't want to. You know what I mean. Then this might also be a guitar for you. So we're moving now into the less expensive Gibson range. Love the color. Love the color. What about the price? It's a Les Paul Studio for $12.99. Kind of a sticky neck there. Oh, let's see. That is just what I mean. I mean, if you look at the paint job, they painted the mahogany, but it's more like, it looks like there's thick green paint on the neck, and then a clear coat. Look at this, Moritz. Can you see this? You can see the mahogany pores, so it's not a solid lacquer, but it's not stained. This is not a stain. It's paint on it.
Pretty cheap.
And then feel it.
Yeah.
That's a sticky neck.
Yeah. It's strange.
It's relatively lightweight.
I mean, I also have
I like the Tolex. You have a Gibson. You have a Les Paul Custom, okay? It's really lightweight. Check this out.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a good thing, but the neck is really
it feels like
just cheap.
Yeah. Here it's solid. See, you can't see the grain here. This is a solid.
But I don't get it.
It's the same wood. If this is mahogany and this is mahogany, why do it here and not do it here? I don't get that. And switch tip is missing. Someone's stealing all the switch tips. Look at this. Not a single guitar here has a switch tip. Maybe they're hiding them because people. No, the Epiphones have them.
Yeah, but that's what you said. They don't put much effort into these guitars. It's
But I mean, still, it's $1,300, and you should.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, $1,300. You should put some effort into it. Well, guide us through the more expensive line here. You go. You go. I'll do the camera thing.
Yeah, there we go. Here we have the more expensive ones, but still I can't see any collector's choice models or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, here we got a Les Paul traditional, still not the upper range, but yeah, the neck feels a bit better. What do you think?
And you see, seeing the grain here is totally fine because it's a nice red. The body looks. This looks darker than the body. It's a two-piece body. I kind of like the Tolexy. It's plastic, but it looks like Tolex.
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice. I think this is a Gibson but traditional 2016. So they got rid of the stupid tuning thing. They got rid of the brass nut.
I mean, maybe for 1,800 it's okay, but still.
I don't know what material the nut is. 1800, and it's a American built Les Paul. Question is what it sounds like. I like the top. It is. I don't know what. I actually think the top is mahogany, but it looks like flame mahogany. It's definitely mahogany. Look at this.
Yeah.
But it's a flamey mahogany, and no, it feels. Action is decent. Yeah, I'd have to play it and hear it. The pickguard looks not so good.
There we get some other traditionals, but then I don't get why they put this Les Paul 60s tribute in here. That should be on the right
Well, maybe
side.
it should just be over there. What about this one? That one looks actually kind of neat. Can you try to get that down? If you break it, you buy it. Yeah, show the folks that guitar. That's actually. I like that it doesn't have a burst. I like that it's just a plain top with very neat flames and
no pickguard.
lines. No pickguard. I'm very much for that.
But on this one, I don't like these covers. Here they look cheap to me.
Oh, they have locking tuners. That's neat. How much does it? It's 2,400. Okay. Looks like a nicely modernized. Oh, coil tap. Which
that's the first Gibson I've ever seen with a coil tap.
neat. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's definitely more modern.
Let me
but
see if you can see. Show the grain a little bit. Yeah, hold it right there. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's if you're in for a nice modern Les Paul.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I'm categorically against them, but you need to find one that really suits you and where you don't feel, they saved money. So
Do you
again,
think about the neck?
you'd have to, you'd really have to play these and spend time with them. It's slim. It feels.
Yeah. Yeah, but so far this is definitely
Weight is
my
okay.
favorite Les
There's
Paul.
definitely some weight relief, which means they drill holes into the bodies.
What's this?
What do we have up there? Anything big? Anything amazing? There's nothing aged here. I can't see anything aged other than me.
Standard classic. Oh, a hollow body. Oh, here we go. VOS gold top. This one's light.
Okay. Neat back. How much is it?
It's like 240, 400.
2,400. That's what
Yeah.
you're trying to say.
But I don't know, it feels cheap to me. And here, look at this.
Yeah, that's. Let me see if we can actually. Oh, it's really light, really nice and light. But yeah, right here. This is what you stare at the whole time, and that's not nicely done. Oh, this also is not nicely done. In the hole, it's not nicely done. Right here. There's paint missing. I mean, these are things that on a guitar for 2,400 you don't want to see, frankly. You really don't. It's extremely lightweight, which is cool. But, frankly, it just doesn't feel like 2,400. And that's just my point with Gibson. Sound-wise, I really can't tell. I'd have to play them, but they don't make you feel like you're owning an instrument for this much money. And I get a lot of comments from you guys saying, yeah, but I bought my Gibson and after I put another $200 in with the luthier, it was great. Or after I changed the pickups, after I changed the nut, after I...
That shouldn't be the
No,
intention.
if you spend this much money, this is an upper level guitar. This is not mid-priced. Mid-priced for me is like, maybe 1,000 to 1,500. This is already upper price. Everything
Even
beyond...
like 1,800 is okay, but
if you're talking about beyond 3,000, that's the hyper class. Okay, that's like the custom hand build PRS, Brother Framers, whatever, all these like master build. But when you're talking about 2,500, 2,400, it's already pricey. Okay, this is not a mid.
For this price, you could also get maybe the luthier's guitar.
I mean, for this price,
somebody,
for 2,600, that's where the Crowdster from Nick Huber starts. That's where the Junico from Frank Hartung starts. And yeah, they're simpler. They don't have flame tops and stuff. But still, we're talking about fucking tone here, people, and not factory made. So Gibson has to get the shit together if they want to ask that much money for these guitars. If you ask me, and if you actually have to put in extra money to get these guitars fixed, then there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. Frankly, you know what? I really wouldn't mind owning a nice Gibson Les Paul. Huh?
Wouldn't.
Gibson Les Paul. But I want to know that if I spend the money there, I get a great guitar for the price that gives me the real Les Paul tone. And sadly, the only way to do this is probably go to collector's choice for $8,000. And that's really not worth it to me.
Yeah,
I'm not trying.
I love my custom, but it's still.
Over here.
There we go. I love my custom Les Paul, but that's like $3,000.
3,500. Didn't you pay 3,500? And that's just white,
Yeah, it's
cream white.
cream.
And I have to say, that's a good guitar. Not necessarily for rhythm stuff. For me, it's too thick. But for
Yeah, but that's what you want from a Les Paul. It's very thick and
that rhythm,
warm.
that lead sound that your guitar has is brilliant. And he got a good one. Okay, it's definitely a good guitar. So they do exist, but you have to look.
And yeah, you have to pay at least $3,000. So
Well, we're moving on.
that's a price range where you get in the Cuba something like this. What's this? Can you see this?
That's maybe the new Gibson neck.
New shape. Ugh. Look at this.
No, that's the 2015 model. See, with the stupid metal bridge.
Yeah.
That's a
No.
2000, and that's why everyone hated them, because this is, I don't know why not, but this, you see, this isn't a problem for me if you can still tune it by hand, which you can't. You can only tune it with this.
That's complete bullshit.
This is just, I'm sorry, I totally understand why people freaked out.
And at first sight, it looked pretty neat, but then you turn it around, it's...
I don't know if this is necessarily a bad thing. I mean, they try to give you better access.
Yeah, but... I don't know.
I mean, we are too traditional. We guitar players are too traditional.
And yeah, this had
That's just ridiculous, okay? I'm sorry.
Okay, let's move on.
But let me point out, if you're in the market for a Gibson or Epiphone, Les Paul, or any of these brands, I think that Musik Produktiv, I'm going to have to say this really, wait, I need to be fair, has a big enough selection right here that you probably find 2 or 3 that are good enough so that you're going to go, okay, let's check them out. And that if you really are in the market for a Gibson and nothing else applies, you would probably find one here.
And you'll find an affordable one.
Yeah, you'll probably find one here that you say, okay, this is cool. I didn't like this and this and this one. I saw that those were bad quality, but I found one. We just looked at a few. Actually, that yellow one was very nice.
Yeah.
And if it's not a Gibson, then it could be... Where is it? It could be a Maybach. Because for $18.99, you get this kind of Maybach, which is aged with P90s. That's a lot of light here. You hold this and I'm going to get the light down.
Yeah, and that's the question. At this price point, 1,800 euros, what's the better option? Go for a Gibson or something else? We would really need to compare them tone-wise, but just from how it looks.
This feels nice. It feels, the aging is nice.
Neck.
You know that I have the Maybach Teleman, the television set. The television set.
I really like your television.
My television.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing television guitar. So
the lights though, still very bright.
I'm not a big gold top guy, but I wouldn't mind testing this. And they of course have the I think it's called the the sunset, something sunset, midnight sunset, something sunset. One of the colors, which is their like brownish honey something burst sunset. Midnight, Leicester, sunset, midnight, whatever.
For under $2,000, that's amazing.
It's definitely an option if you don't need to have the Gibson logo on top. This has the Maybach logo on top because it's a Maybach. So check this out. Then obviously we have the purses here. I wonder if they have guitars somewhere else because the purses we have here are all SE. So we have PRS SE. Single. This is an S2. Here. 1500 PRS SE S2. It's not SE, it's an S2 hollow body. 1500. But you can see where they save money. Okay? I mean, let's bitch about PRS for a second. Let's just bitch about all.
No binding.
I don't care.
Yeah, but still that's...
I don't care about the no binding. But first of all, positive compared to the other hollow body. This has been treated nicely here. This is very nice. I like the shaping on that guitar, and
yeah, if you compare this.
Yeah, I really don't care about the no binding. I really like the top. The birds are just plastic and not abalone, which makes it look cheaper. Well, it is. It's an S2, but really PRS. Those cavities, the electric cavity hole cover things, they're stuck on top. There isn't a Fräsung, there isn't a hole for it. So these are actually just on top of the wood. And really, $1,500? Make an effort, really. That is saving in the wrong spot, people, okay? I think it probably sounds very neat. We have cold tap for both of them. I love it. So the S2 line, they saved. Well, really, where did they save? Inlays, okay. This is the wrong part to save. This doesn't make it feel like a guitar worth $1,500.
And this neck feels not good.
Well, maybe
very sticky.
The tuner. Look at the tuners. Are very, very small. Kind of interesting. Well, this is kind of neat. Is that the Stala? Yeah. With a big speed, which is really neat.
But I don't know. I don't like the playability.
I actually think the action and, well, to me that feels a lot nicer than the Gibsons.
Yeah,
maybe it's the frets. I think on the Gibsons, maybe the frets are wider. Is it possible? I feel I have more space here in the frets.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah, maybe it's just
we have
sticky
coil tap,
because-
3-position switch. It's how much is it?
Like 25 maybe.
No, 15. That's an S2.
Yeah.
We
then-
have the locking tuners. Here I don't see anything bad. The thing is because they don't have this the cavity covers, which is just weird. Why is this on top? Because if you look at the SEs, where's an SE? Here.
Yeah.
Here, I don't get this. This is an SE, made in Korea, I think. And see, this is plain. Why would they stick it on the S2s on top?
Maybe it's supposed to look good, or
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because these are CNC'd. So telling the machine to just make the other kind of hole,
it's supposed
It's
to
really-
be like that. But I don't get
it's
why.
not more work. I really like this one though. It's very lightweight. I love the color of this. What is that? The Mick.
Zach Myers.
Zach Myers, that's what I'm saying. Mick. Zach Myers. Really cool. We have no coil tap, 3-position switch, humbucker.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It's a semi-hollow, and it's an untreated neck. So that's a special thing about it. The neck is unpainted. It feels really nice. Clocks in at 888 euro. Very, very cool guitar. And actually the inlays here, they are plasticky, kind of pearloid, but they look better than in the S2. I'm
and
kind
at
of,
this price point, you don't expect real inlays.
but this still looks better than the S2.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed by the S2.
And even the playability, the top. I
We have-
really.
We have another S2 here. S2 cutaway. Same thing here. S2. Look at this. Why? I mean, this should be sunk down.
That's strange. Here is another Zach Myers signature, but with, oh no, it just looked like
What?
it looks like two different tops to get. But,
The matching isn't great.
but here, if you hold it like that, it's okay.
Well, now I really want to get some S2s to test because to see, of course they save some money. The tops aren't woo, but I want to find out what's the sound. How freaking thick is the sound? Because I don't like the inlays. I think the back covers are stupid. They're saving money, okay, but are they actually sound-wise on the level of the more expensive guitars? If so, then the money saved at these details, that's fine. We're moving on.
And we got some of these. They're also pretty nice.
GJ2 by Grover Jackson.
Yeah.
Look at that one. That fretboard is beautiful. That one up there.
Which one?
I don't like the sparkly red. It's slightly aged. Oh, it's actually neat. Yeah.
Yeah, look
that
at this neck. That's crazy.
Fretboard really pretty.
But that's, yeah, absolutely not my type of a guitar.
Clocks in at
It's like $3,000. But I mean, it feels
it's
nice.
an 80s axe. It's a good 80s
If
axe.
you're in for, yeah, an 80s X, it's okay.
Moving on.
What do we got here? Charvel. Yeah, why not?
These are just so simply sexy. 80s colors, 80s everything, totally simple. Oh, that's a weird switch tip.
And the neck feels really nice.
Yep, that's a simple guitar to rock out with for $858. Very cool. No frills, but
Simple,
Yep.
yeah.
I love the Schecter. It's a 7-string, but I love this very subtle flame, oiled. I mean, no high gloss, but in white. Very cool. With incredibly high action. 1325. The neck is, it's a neck through or something. Looks like a neck through. very cool looking in the back here. But the action could definitely, oh yeah, it could use some help. But cool guitar. Humbucker and single coil, nice. Because you really want single coil on your Schecter 7-string. I don't know. Maybe you do.
Pink one. This pink Jackson.
Wait, I'm gonna have to go up there. The pink Jackson.
That's 80s.
In here it doesn't look pink. In here it looks red. So it is pink, people. Trust me.
It's as pink as it gets.
Moving on. There's some pointy guitars here from the pointy guitars people.
Here we got some really nice guitars.
Well, you know what? Hey, some people might like them. Right, pointy guitars. Limited.
No, I mean,
there's another GJ2 up there.
if you're really into metal.
Nice GJ2. There's a limited.
This says that if you play Seven Nation Army, Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers, Sweet Child or Mine, Smoke on the Water, and some of these tunes you have to pay more for your guitar. Makes sense.
I think they're kidding. I hope they're kidding.
I really like this one. With these gold tuners and just the feel of it.
Very nice look. The fretboard is really cool, multicolored. It's a very cool Ibanez.
6-string.
Clocks in at 1,100.
That's okay.
1,100. That's really not bad.
Yeah, I really like it. Normally I'm not really a big Ibanez fan, but this one, yeah.
They have Caparison, which are not super inexpensive, but nice guitars.
Yeah, this looks nice, but
Of course, yeah, well, the gem blue, but that's the premium line, and I would stay away from the premium line right now. I would.
and here we got a little Kiesel,
Yeah, Ibanez went a little bit Kieselish there.
but it's terrible.
There's some details that are not nice.
It looks so cheap and
Let me come around here. Let's look at this. I personally love this design, but it is definitely Kiesel inspired. But then let's look at it. The guitar is $900. So while it's a little bit higher in price already, it's it's not from the premium line. It's the Iron Label. That's what it is. And I love this color. It's beautiful. But when we look at details, first of all, the bird's eye maple neck is to die for. It really is. Okay. We have a 3-piece neck. It looks like the fretboard is separate. The back of the guitar is beautiful. That's for the switch tip, okay. They have 3 individual covers, flat. But right here, from the staining, something was left over and not sanded out. And I'm sorry, it's $900. Why is this not sanded out? They could have used filler here, but they didn't. And there's just tiny details where you would say, well, really?
yeah, imagine you spend $900. You order this one, and
I mean, I could live with the filler missing. That's okay.
but not for $900.
This is what really bugs me, because this is right. It's blue right here, and this should have been sanded out or taped off better in manufacturing. At a €900 guitar, Ibanez, I'm sorry, that's got to be done better. But other than that, this is a cool axe. And the design is great.
Yeah, moving on. Here we got some Yamaha.
Great guitar.
Yeah. It's just a completely new concept. I like it. But it's also not cheap. It's $1,000. More than I expected. But yeah. Have a look. It's
That's
nice.
the one that I played at the Electro-Harmonics booth at Musik I was absolutely blown away. It was a great sounding guitar.
Yeah.
I just thought that this is too close to the bridge.
Yeah. A bit. That's true.
Show that in the camera. Up. Yeah. I thought that the volume pot is too close to the bridge.
Yeah. But
It's
apart
the
from
Rev Star. I
that,
think it's called the Rev Star, right?
yeah, exactly. Revstar
And how much-
RS
How
800.
much is it?
Yeah, 1 grand.
Fine. I think totally fine because it's a great sounding mahogany style guitar.
And yeah, it looks nice, feels nice. Something different. Here we got the same one in another color. Sparkly blue.
I really love that flat red.
And this one was pretty heavy, but this one's really light.
It might be different line. Check the price because they,
Yeah, this one's 500.
yeah, different line.
If you want to spend 500 for a guitar, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, there we got some German quality Duesenberg
German quality.
Schweinsachse.
We have Den Electro.
This
which
one's
we love.
really nice. And
Wait, he says this one's really nice, and we can't see what he's pointing at. Right there.
looks amazing. Still not my type of guitar, but if you're in for an 8-string, that looks stunning. And here we got a really nice hollow body, but slightly aged.
Ibanez does a good job there.
Yeah,
Very, very pretty.
this is one of the best relic jobs I've seen in a while.
In a lower price range.
Exactly. I mean, if you pay 6 grand for a guitar. Okay, more hollow bodies, hollow bodies, hollow bodies, hollow bodies.
And that was it for guitars, right? There's nothing else. That's nothing left. So we're just gonna, move on. Because that's really all the guitars we are interested in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All the guitars we want to show, right?
Yeah.
There's Dennis, right there. That's Dennis. He's the man who knows things, right here. This guy. Dennis.
HP.
Oh, it's pretty bright, huh?
Yeah.
Dennis is the guy who invited us, which is very nice of him, which is why it's very horrible that we just went through his guitar department and pointed out all the little things on the guitars we don't like.
Okay.
we found a lot of things we didn't like.
It's not that they all are my guitars.
Well, no, but I mean, we bitched about them a little bit, but we bitched equally about all of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine. No, and we pointed out, even though we're not the biggest Gibson fans, but you have to find the one that suits you, and Gibson's a company where you can't just buy anything off the rack. You have to try a couple, and they are pretty stocked here, so you can absolutely spend some hours here. They have coffee. They do have coffee.
Gibson does offer many models.
Yeah,
So,
so-
you definitely should.
You should
find
read.
one.
There's a yellow one. You see the yellow one without the burst?
Yeah.
Pretty guitar. I really liked it.
Did you see the Awesome already?
The which one?
The Everything Awesome.
The Everything Awesome.
Had you been downstairs?
No, there's a downstairs.
There's a downstairs, which is quite awesome.
We haven't been downstairs. I think we should go downstairs.
Come on.
We're gonna go downstairs. I'll turn you off and then I'll turn you on. I'll always turn you on. I know I'll turn you on.
Ach ja, bitte nicht so die Finger da unten.